Hey, what's poppin' everybody? My name is Tongs20 and welcome back to yet another gaming video where today we're back again with yet another Redstone tutorial. In this video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to build my 1.16 friendly AFK Wither Skeleton Farm. Now, this farm gets about 64 Wither Skeleton skulls per hour depending on your fortress, so this farm is pretty crazy. So let's go ahead and hop into how you're going to build this thing. Now, the very first step in building your farm is arguably the most important one. You have to find the right fortress. Now, you want to find something that has a lot of branching paths, like this intersection right here, and we can see that we're getting a ton of mob spawns in this area as well, so that's a really good sign. Along with that, you're also going to want your fortress to be over lava somewhat, so that way you don't have as much to spawn proof. So with that said, let's get into actually building the farm. Okay folks, so let's go ahead and start building our farm here. Now, the very first thing that you're going to want to do is go ahead and mark out your center block for your farm. So come to one of these intersections, go to the center of the intersection, and go ahead and lay out an identifier block just like this. Now, from this block, what you're going to want to do is in all of the directions that your farm goes, go ahead and go out 30 blocks. Go ahead and count out and mark 30 blocks in each direction. Now, if you have a branch over here that doesn't quite go 30 blocks, go ahead and mark it at the end of the pathway, and then go ahead and break off any excess blocks over at the side. But make sure that you're not going farther than 30 blocks. Now that we have the boundaries of our farm actually laid out, now we're going to go ahead and extend the blocks on each side. Now, what I mean by that is we're going to go ahead and knock down all of these right here. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to bring those down by one just like so, and build this back up like so. And then any fence gates or anything or any holes, we're just going to go ahead and we're just going to fill in just like that. And we're going to do this for all of the branches on our farm. Alright folks, so now with that part done, what we're now going to do is go ahead and build up some 2 high walls going all the way around our farm. Just like this, go to the end of your branches, go ahead and wrap this all the way around your newly made walls, just like this. And this can of course be any block that you would like it to be. So go ahead and wrap this all the way around your farm. Alright folks, so now that we have our walls built up, it's time to move on to the very next step, which is on the side of our little guides here. We're actually going to go ahead and we're going to run powered rails all the way along our guides here, just on both sides of our guide, on all of our branches here. You're going to come in just like this. Now that we have all of our powered rails in place, it's now time to go ahead and power them. So you're not going to want to use redstone torches or anything, you're just going to want to use redstone blocks underneath the actual powered rails, so that way you're not blocking any spawns. So go ahead and go around and keep placing these redstone blocks underneath your powered rails until you see all of the powered rails in a line are actually powered. So go ahead and repeat that for all the sides. Now with our rails powered, you're going to want to go ahead and make sure that all of your rails are 2 blocks away from the center block as we see right here. Now, your next step is you're going to want to go ahead and go to the left of one of our guides here. Go ahead and place 2 redstone blocks just like this. Place an activator rail and then a powered rail just like this. Now go to the right side and go up 1 block just like this. You should have a shape looking something like this. On this block, place your activator rail, and on this block, place your powered rail. Now go ahead and do the same thing. Left side, activator rail, like this, and then on this side, a powered rail just like this. And go ahead and repeat this on all of our sides. Now with that done, our rails should look a little something like this. Our rails should all be in a cross pattern like this. Now go ahead and take from your center block these blocks right here, go ahead and build them 2 blocks up just like this. And what this is doing is allowing our minecarts to bounce off of these blocks and go ahead and go back this way. Now when you're done with that, you're just going to go ahead and break off all of your guard blocks just like this. Just go ahead and remove all of these blocks running down the center here. We do not need these anymore. We are actually very close to our farm being done. Alright folks, so now with all of our guide blocks gone, go ahead and go to the sides of your activator rails here and go down 5 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And go ahead and do that on all of the different sides of your activator rails. So go ahead and go down 5 blocks in each, just like this, and just like this, all the way down 5 blocks. So now that you have all of your 5 block deep holes, go ahead and go down them, and go ahead and go down and break through all of your holes here, just like so. Go ahead and connect all of these, just like so. Keep going all the way around until you reach a side, and go ahead and find the rest of them. Now once you have all of those broken out and connect, go ahead and break through the center as well, and you should have a little area looking something like this. Now what you're going to want to do is go 1 block out from one of the corners. So go ahead and go 1 block out and break a 2 by 2 area, and break this down 3 blocks just like so. So you should have something looking like this. Now it's time to get your rails back out, because what we're going to do next is go ahead and go to the sides of this, place some activator rails just like this, and then finish it off with some powered rails. Go ahead and make a circle here, and then go ahead and connect up the edges using normal rails just like this. Now what you're going to want to go ahead and do is go ahead and place some redstone blocks underneath these to go ahead and power them just like so, and bang, just like that, you should now have your mob delivery system in place. Now it's time to go ahead and put in our Trident killer. Now this design is by Navy Nexus, and a link to his channel will be in the description of this video. He does some awesome stuff. If you guys want to go check him out and support him. So let's go ahead and make our Trident killer here. So now at the bottom of our 3 block deep 2 by 2 hole, we're just going to go ahead and we're going to place pistons just like this here. Now go ahead and make sure that your pistons don't line up anywhere, just like this. So you should have something looking a little something like this. You should have a nice little swirl pattern just like that. Now go ahead and go to the sides of these. Go ahead and break out all of the blocks around here. Now with that done, you should have something looking like this. Now go ahead and go to the side of these pistons and go ahead and break out 2 blocks on each side just like this. And in these corners next to these pistons, go ahead and place 4 powered rails just like this. And facing the powered rails, go ahead and place your observers. Now if you need to break blocks, that's fine. These can be somewhat tricky to place in sometimes, so go ahead and do that, and then come down and do the same right here. Go ahead and come down here and place in your observers, and go ahead and repeat this all the way around. Now with that, we have our Trident killer in place. Now what you're going to want to do from here is go ahead and break down these 4 center blocks about 3 blocks just like this, and go ahead and give yourself some space to work with right here as well, just like this. So now with your blocks broken, go ahead and look at the floor and place in 4 hoppers just like this. On top of these hoppers, go ahead and place in your powered rails right here. We can break out these blocks if we need to, and then go ahead and put in the blocks there just like that. Go ahead and do the same on the other side right there, and get rid of any excess blocks, and then go ahead and put in your minecart with hoppers. Now put this on all 4 hoppers just like that. Go ahead and replace anything that might have been broken in the process. Now go ahead and replace your blocks at the top of these hoppers just like so. Go ahead and come down here. Go ahead and break these blocks down here 2 blocks farther down, just like so. And then at the bottom of these hoppers, go ahead and place in a double chest at the bottom, just like this right here. Go ahead and break these 2. and then bang. Now you're just going to want to make sure you have access to this right here, because this is actually going to be where your storage is, and this is of course expandable. This is just temporary. You guys can do with this. If you want to leave it like this is fine. If you want to build bigger storage, that's fine also. So now let's go ahead and we come up here and go ahead and place in your blocks around your Trident killer, just like this. Go ahead and take it all the way around your Trident killer, just like so. Then go ahead and break one side and place in a slab, just so that way you can get the XP from this farm. Now if you want to as well, you can go ahead and place glass around this thing just so you can see it work, just like so. So let's go ahead and place in glass like that. Now on the corner of the block of your Trident killer, go ahead and place a lever, and you can use this lever to turn this on and off, just like so. So now with our Trident killer done, we're going to want to go back down here just like this and go ahead and throw in some tridents just like this. Now you can do one, but the more tridents you have in here, the faster that these mobs are going to be dealt with, so make sure that you have at least one in there, but if you can do more, that is of course better. Now comes the fun part. Now what you're going to do is going to go ahead and you're going to go ahead and place in your minecarts on all of your different minecart tracks, just like this here, and go ahead as well and place one down here, just like so. Go ahead and do this all the way around. Now we can see this farm actually begin to work, and we can see mobs start funneling in just like this. Now let's go ahead and go down here and see what it looks like from the Trident killer. So now we just flick our Trident killer on, and we can see mobs are getting funneled in, and we are getting XP and all of the drops that we could want from this. So now we are at the final part of our tutorial, because we need to go ahead and spawn proof this fortress. So anywhere you think mobs could spawn, anywhere like that over there or that up there, even this up here, any kind of natural kind of spawn spaces, you either need to slab or remove completely. So go ahead and do that. Now one very important thing to note here is that the higher your simulation distance, the more you're going to have to spawn proof. So if it's up to 12, you're going to have to spawn proof a lot more than you would with a simulation distance of 4. Now realms have a preset distance to 4 chunks, so that's why I am building this on 4 chunks. So you're going to have to do a lot less on 4 chunks. So it's very important that you make sure you know how much you have to slab based on your simulation distance. Anyway guys, I really do hope that you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, please be sure to hit that like button down below. If you guys want to see more content like this, please make sure to hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next gaming video. Goodbye guys.